On Tuesday, former President Donald Trump officially entered his plea. So now Trump, of course, is the first former president to be indicted on criminal charges. This would be 34 felony counts of falsifying business records. This, of course, is related to his alleged role in hush money payments made towards the end of his 2016 presidential campaign to not only Stormy Daniels, but Karen McDougal and a doorman. In fact, prosecutors said that Trump repeatedly and fraudulently falsified New York business records to conceal criminal conduct that hid damaging information from the voting public during the 2016 presidential election. Statement of facts included information about hush money payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels, Playboy model Karen McDougal, and a former Trump Tower doorman who claimed to have a story about a child Trump had out of wedlock. I don't really care about those details. Obviously, what I care about most is, did he actually break campaign finance law? So now, asked for his plea, Trump answered not guilty. Unsurprising. So wait, is he saying that he didn't do the payments, or that he didn't cover them up? But what we know is that they seem to have evidence that he did falsify business records. So what is he pleading not guilty to? Just like anything, everything? I mean, knowing Donald Trump, yes. Now, before his arrest, which, by the way, did not involve handcuffs or even a mugshot, he did go off on social media. This was as the car was driving to the district courthouse. He went off. Let me show you that. Heading to Lower Manhattan, the courthouse seems so surreal. Wow, they're going to arrest me. Can't believe this is happening in America. Mega. All right, so, actually having some sort of, accountability for these alleged crimes, and going through, by the way, a due process. Trump says,
can't let that happen.
Oh, no, come after me for potential crimes that I did. Nope, can't let that happen. So now prosecutor Chris Conroy had told the judge they were very concerned about Trump's recent inflammatory social media posts about Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg, other prosecutors, and the judge, saying they could have a potential impact on jurors and witnesses, which could be, I guess, potential witness tampering, perhaps. I don't know. But it did get, all this stuff did get a rebuke from prosecutors. In fact, let me go to one of the statements here. I believe that I have. Yes. This was Trump before this, a Bragg saying, quote, if he really wants to clean up his reputation, he will do the honorable thing and, as district attorney, indict himself. Indict me? Indict yourself. But wait, but for what? For what? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Indict yourself. Okay, then. So this is the kind of stuff that prosecutors and the judge was like, hey, maybe you shouldn't be doing that. Maybe you shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff, because that is inflammatory. That is going to potentially harm the case, taint or whatever, have a possible impact on the jury. That said, Trump attorney Todd Blanche just said that his judge told the judge that his client is just upset. He's very upset, and was simply exercising his First Amendment rights. The judge then warned both sides against escalating the rhetoric, but did not issue any type of gag order. Ooh, goody. No gag order. That means Donald Trump can say whatever he wants. That should be interesting. He was then informed that he was under arrest, fingerprinted, and processed ahead of his arraignment, and then escorted out of the courthouse and back into his car afterwards, and is expected to address reporters about the charges in remarks at his Florida home Tuesday night. Other notable things that happened today in relation. So, I guess to avoid some of a media circus, Judge Juan Merchan ended up barring TV cameras from the inside. However, they did allow some photographers to be in. And so we do have a picture. There you go. All right. So now other notable things as well, along with that, is since, well, okay. Basically, Trump has used the indictment to raise money. We're not surprised on that. He announced Monday evening that they raised about $7 million since last Thursday. What kind of people are giving Donald Trump money? You realize he's going to stuff that into his pocket, right? It's not going to go to legal defense. No, he just gets his donors to pay that. So he's going to put that into his pocket. Well, I guess you guys are paying for that. There were also, of course, protesters, both pro and anti-Trump. In fact, the NYPD had estimated there were about 300 pro-Trump protesters. That's fine. And about 150 anti-Trump protesters, which is interesting because it's New York. One of the pro-Trump protesters was Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, who hilariously got drowned out by whistles. But wait, those were whistles handed out by another Trump supporter. Oops. So that's just an example of the circus that's surrounding this. But again, when it comes down to it, the most important question at the end of the day is, did Donald Trump violate campaign finance laws when he allegedly falsified those business records to hide the payments that were made to these different individuals? And of course, the other thing is, do they have enough evidence to elevate the charges from a misdemeanor to a full-fledged felony? And can they prove that? Do they have the evidence to prove their case? I guess we're going to have to see. And it should be very, very interesting. Get the popcorn.